Golden Sun, one of my favorite Nintendo franchises, contains many references to various things. Few enemies don't allude to something, and the Djinn sometimes have names that don't make sense at first, and occasionally ever. Golden Sun also includes the ability to summon entities based on real-world mythology and phenomenons. By channeling the energy of multiple Djinn, powerful allies can be called to your aid. Each element has a basic set of 4 summons, including the summons we just covered. There are also summons that mix Djinn of different elements for something that at least kind of pertains to both elements. The first Jupiter fusion is Flora, the goddess of flowers and spring. She's odd in that I don't think flowers would hurt anybody. Second Jupiter fusion is the dragon named Eclipse. This references a Chinese superstition that eclipses are actually a dragon nibbling on the sun or moon. The Chinese people have long had rituals where they scream and beat things in an attempt to scare the eclipse dragon and prevent it from nibbling on the sun and moon. Other cultures attribute other animals to blocking the celestial objects, but China is one of the few to believe a dragon specifically is blocking the sun and moon. The final Jupiter fusion is Catastrophe, the embodiment of destruction. This is very similar to Judgment, and likely also references an angel from Revelation. Let me read a passage. "And he opened the bottomless pit, and smoke went up out of the pit, like the smoke of a great furnace. And the sun and the air were darkened by the smoke of the pit. Then out of the smoke came locusts upon the earth, and power was given to them, as the scorpions of the earth have power. They were told not to hurt the grass of the earth, nor any green thing, nor any tree, but only the men who do not have the seal of God on their foreheads. And they were not permitted to kill anyone, but to torment for 5 months. And their torment was like the torment of a scorpion when it stings a man. And in those days, men will seek death and will not find it. They will long to die, and death flees from them. The appearance of the locusts was like horses prepared for battle, and on their heads appeared to be crowns like gold, and their faces were like the faces of men. They had hair like the hair of women, and their teeth were like the teeth of lions. They had breastplates like breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings was like the sound of chariots, of many horses rushing to battle. They have tails like scorpions, and stings, and in their tails is the power to hurt men for 5 months. They have a king over them, the angel of the abyss. His name in Hebrew is Abaddon, and in Greek he has the name Apollyon. A lot of that sounds about right. The sky is darkened, a smoky shadow is unleashed. The minions used may resemble a dragon more than a scorpion, and they may be able to kill. But it isn't too hard to call that alternate universe artistic license. In addition, the name Abaddon means destruction. Abaddon is the holy angel of destruction, tasked with persecuting the devil and his followers. Catastrophe also has many chains on his body, and Abaddon appears later in Revelation to defeat the devil. Here he is revealed to be a chain user. Moloch, the first Mercury fusion summon, is another odd one. He comes from the same demon the fiery Earth Bomberman boss does, yet he is a water and air element summon. He also has no relation to a snow dog or bunny, though his beastly appearance could play into the aggressive attitude his origin demon has. The second Mercury fusion is Kotlekyu, or Kotli in Japan. Kotlekyu was an Aztec goddess who gave birth to the celestial bodies. She was said to wear a skirt of snakes. Kotli is a term used by Aztecs to refer to healing water, which they believed came from snakes like the one Kotlekyu wore. Another way to look at this is the lady seen could actually be the personification of the Aquarius constellation, acting on her mother's behalf. The final Mercury fusion summon is Azul. This summon is based on the Azure Dragon, a Chinese constellation and guardian representing the spring in the direction east. Japanese culture considers the blue dragon to be the guardian of Kyoto. That's all the summons so far. Next, I'll break down all the enemies. And remember, share everywhere if you care.